Pandas. Come on, pandas. Hope everyone's doing well. Make sure you guys fill out that poll. We just finished the pre-market show. Good morning, guys. Aaron Korn, good morning. Nice waiting music. Thank you. If you guys don't know, this is just the lo-fi radio. If you guys want to have it for yourself. Andrew Gibson, good morning. Hassan Marabi, good morning. Kim, good morning. Day trading like a predator. Good morning. Rothable, good morning. Russell H, good morning. Welcome back. Bernadette. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Let's do this. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I'll say right now, we are in a choppy mess, and it's very difficult to know what's happening. I do not know what's happening right now in this mess. On the 10,000 tick chart, though, we do have a major trend reversal actually triggered here. You know, you got a couple breaker trends to new low, and you got a 3 pushing up here. Would I go long here? I don't know. We're still beneath the 20 MA, and a little difficult to see. A little difficult to tell what's happening here. I mean, boy, yesterday was wild. I mean, you had an amazing push up after the CPI numbers, and then it just got clobbered. I mean, CPI numbers had like a big push down, then big push back up, and then it just got decimated. And almost predictable, we're going to have follow through today. I mean, I thought we were going to have follow through. I thought, honestly, yesterday we had a chance to fill the gap, but there was no, it didn't fill. And so the fact that that gap could not fill within like 2-3 days makes me worried, as in it's going to be a multi-week gap, as in I'm not sure if we're going to fill it anytime soon. Like, we could just be pushing away from it as long as, yeah, I mean, not sure. I don't know when that gap's going to fill, to be honest. Who knows at this point? We just know right now we have the immediate price action, and, you know, very choppy, and I would just stay away from this. I would not trade this at all. This is just, you know, the wicks are large, and this might be indicative of what kind of market we'll have today. We might have some sort of doji day today. Unsure. On these, like on the SPY, it would technically be a gap down, and maybe it might create some sort of like star or whatever it's called when it's below here. I'm not sure, but some sort of like hanging doji. It might do that. I don't know. I mean, we'll see, but it's just so choppy like right now. I can't tell you what's going to happen. Charles Wilson, good morning. Frank Angel, good morning. Kid Poker, good morning. A lot of you guys think it's going to be a bear trend day today. I just really don't know. In my opinion, we have kind of already had our follow through, and we could just be here the rest of the day. Could just be one of those really nasty days. Just be on the lookout for overlapping bars. Be on the lookout for going in and out of the 20 EMA, right? Such as this, right? Just the 20 EMA is not giving us any information other than we're going in and out of it. Be on the lookout for outside bar reversals, such as this one, right? Outside bar reversal. You know, when you have outside bar reversals, they tend to be tricky. But I don't know. I mean, we could have a massive reversal right now, and we can fill the gap this week. So I don't know, but very difficult to say. Right, outside bar reversal. Right, fourth push up now. We did break this high, so we're kind of making higher highs, higher lows. But as it stands, my pre-market analysis just I'm not sure. I mean, we have yesterday's low here. What's this line? Need that line. Yesterday's close up here. We did have that major trend reversal on the 10K. Come back to the top of the trading range on the 10K chart, potentially. The 5-minute, huge trading range on the 5-minute all night. That's all it was. It's a big trading range. Come back to the top of the trading range, perhaps. On the 5-minute. Yeah, 10K, that major trend reversal does trigger and could come back to the top of the trading range. Wouldn't be surprised. Just watching. Pandas, hope you guys are doing well. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Helps out this channel a lot more than you think. Okay, pushing up. Kid Poker says, can we possibly have another down day? I mean, for me, personally, you know, when you have a bar that looks like this, you're thinking follow through. There was follow through already in the overnight session. And so who knows how much more follow through we can have. What we can have is another kind of bar that looks like this, right? We come back up and we can continue to kind of look like this all the way down. But who knows? But my opinion, I mean, whatever happens, we're trying to probably look for 2 legs down. So even if we do get a pop up, I'm not sure how high it's gonna go, and maybe the second leg might only look like this. I'm not sure, but we need 2 legs down. You know, so we kind of already had follow through of yesterday's low, and you know that could be that's all we get. I'm not sure. Good morning, guys. Wayne Bicknell, good morning. Carl Herman, good morning. Carl Herman. Market's about to open in 5 minutes, and we're just hanging out here. Make sure you guys fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it might be today. 13% of you guys say only Michael Chin knows. Boy, oh boy. Confusing. So choppy. This is not a market I like to trade right now. It might be a snoozer. Who knows? Adashi Marti. I don't know how to say this guy's name. Rajni? Yeah, that makes it Rajni. Rajni, yes. From India. Welcome from India. Thomas and CEO. Greetings from Czech Republic. Good luck, gentlemen. Confusing. I don't know. Don't know what's happening. Very choppy. I mean, I know what's happening. It's just too choppy. Even with this big push up, big push down, confusion. We are above the 20-minute, and the 20-minute is rising slightly, but in my opinion, doesn't mean much. Doesn't mean much to me. This chop here means more to me than this move up. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Diego, Turtle Toes. Good morning. Kellyanne. With the rainbow. With the rainbow two-legged pullback badge. Let's go, baby. She's been with me from the beginning. Murat. Pablo. Good morning. From Argentina. Argentina. The first time I ever had well, I call it Brazilian barbecue, but the first time I ever had that kind of food or that kind of way of eating meat was at Argentina, and Argentina carne asada is amazing. It's amazing. Hmm. 10K chart starting to maybe have a failed reversal, and this could be a big push down. Unsure. I mean, I thought we come back to the top of the trading range on the 10K chart. Who knows now? Who knows? I mean, this is just untradeable. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. 2 more minutes, and I have no idea what's happening. I want clear direction. And if we have a trading range, I want the trading range to be big enough to trade. But if it's like this, very difficult to trade. You know, if we start going trading range, I want, you know, higher highs, higher lows. I want to be able to enter into those trades, but AVP as 10K equals how many minutes? It really depends on the volume. That's the thing about a tick chart, is that you know, it's equivalent to, I would say, maybe a 5-minute chart. Maybe like a little longer than 5-minute chart, 7-minute chart, 8-minute chart. I'm not sure. It really depends on the volume. I would say the 2K chart is equivalent to probably to like a 2 to 3 minute chart. But even then, sometimes it's like a 5-minute chart if it's really low volume. 9:29. We're about to open here, and market just opened. I think, I don't know. I'll take a two-leggy to the downside if we get one, but I'm not sure if we're gonna get it. Okay, no two-leggy. Just spikes down. Right, overlapping bars. Get a trap trade maybe to the downside here. No, nope. Just right back up to 20 May. No setups. Very choppy. I mean, I don't even know how to mark this. I don't know how to mark this chop here. Something like this, maybe? Huh. I don't know. It's kind of like going upwards. So, going upwards and break up trend to new high. Try to reverse. Pushing up strongly now. Okay. Big push up. Strong bull bars ending near their high. Could have a bull trend here. It's still difficult to say, right? Coming below the 20 May, coming right above the 20 May. going in and out of it still. And if we have a trading range, could look like this. We could be at the top of the trading range, just unsure. We do have a strong bull bar with follow through. Regardless, there's no trade really for me. And would I take a second entry short to go, or second entry long? I mean, if I saw this setup, would I go long here? I don't know. It's hard to say, because if you look to the left of the chart, you have this price action here, kind of, you know, it's creating a trading range. So if you were to go long here, you're going long at the top of a trading range, which makes it difficult. Difficult decision for me, at least. Big push down, big bear bars. Oh, big bear bar with some follow through. Very difficult to see. Difficult to trade. Like, if that was gonna start trending, and then does this, so it's gonna be, it might be one of those days. I mean, I can come maybe from top to the bottom of this blue rectangle, but hard to say how long it will last. Big push down, breaking below this low. Right, lower highs, lower lows. Big push down maybe at the bottom of the trading range on the 2K chart. Boy, oh boy. Now you're thinking downtrend. Oh man. Pandas, you tell me what's happening here. Because I don't know. Would I take a two-leggy to the bottom here? It's probably the best setup so far, but looking like we're in a trading range as well. It's hard to say. It's tempting to take a two-leggy here, if we can even get one, and closer to the 20 EMA here. Micro double top, market, okay, creates the second pullback. Two pullbacks, far away from a 20 EMA. Strong push down. It is far away from 20 May. Outside bar reversal. Not interested in that. Does give us a nice 2-point scalp there. Comes back to the bottom of the trading range. Might come back to the top of the trading range. Bouncing off of the bottom. 1, 2. All right. I mean, that's a decent push down. We could start our downtrend. Could be our downtrend now. Regardless, I mean, I cannot take that setup though. Too far away from 20 May, and it's not a setup that I could take, really. Strong bear bar or bear trend. Starting to push up, maybe reverse here. Maybe with a higher low, I might be interested. Seeing how choppy we are, maybe a higher low to the back to the top of the trading range. Higher time frames, obviously underneath the 20 MA, going down. 5 minute, big push down. Strong bear bar ending near its low. No follow through though. Maybe with a higher low setup, I'll go long here to top of trading range, but you also have the 20 MA blocking you, so difficult to say. You know, if you basically have a higher low, what you're creating is a two-legged pullback. So two-legged pullback to go short. higher low setup here. So I'm really banking on the fact that we might be in a trading range if I took that. Okay, gives you a point. 20 EMA is blocking it at the moment. I would take a trap trade to the long side here. That's my setup that I would feel most comfortable with. Basically a trap. A, B, C, trap. That's the most comfortable setup I would take. But who knows? Who knows? Who really knows here? It's a very rare setup for it to come by, but if it does happen, I'll take it. That's the most comfortable trade I'll take. Does create a two-leggy down. Counts reset. Just a two-legged pullback. Bread and butter A, B, C. Terrible signal bar, but coming off the 20 MA. Sheesh. Look at this. Outside bar reversal on the higher time frame. Outside bar reversal here on the 10K chart. I hope you guys understood why, you know, obviously because we were hitting the bottom of this trading range, I thought we could reverse here. But, you know, 20 MA was blocking us. And we didn't get the setup, so didn't take the trade. We could have now here some sort of breaker trend, new low. If you're going to take this trade, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 point risk you're willing to take if you're going to go short there on a bad signal bar. Big push down now. $12 points. Big push down. I mean, this could be our downtrend now. We do got a trap trade on the 10K chart here. But it's 3, right? Basically, it was supposed to reverse here with a two-legged move, but instead it pushes down, giving a very strong push down here. This is looking bad. This is looking bad. You know, kudos for those who took that short. It's just for me, this signal bar is too terrible. I wasn't willing to take it on that trade. In fact, because it was so bad, I was willing to take the opposite to go long, to take the trap, to come back to the top of trading range. But that's, you know, if you're going to take this trade, you got to think you'll take that trade every single time. And it's a little risky in my opinion. Big risk. But if you're able to swing that, I mean, you got a nice runner here as well. You know, 10-point runner. Second push down. In my opinion, we're just in a strong downtrend now. Nothing really stopping this. You could have a breaker trend to new low type situation. Could be the case. Or we could be in this larger channel going down. I want to mark both just in case. Not sure what's happening here. Outside bar reversal. Not interested in that. Does give enough for a scalp though. Well, that was an outside bar reversal, right? 2 reversals in 1 bar. That's why I don't take those outside bar reversals. Potential higher low setup here. And the potential trap trade to the long side. Some traders will go short here. I'll set them on pause. Potential higher low setup. Outside bar reversal once again. Another outside bar reversal here, right? Breaks below and then reverses again to the upside. I'll take a trap trade to the long side here because of the potential, right, of this being the breaker trend to new low. So I'm not. I almost gotta go short here. Almost. It looks like I gotta go short here too. Well, now we're going up. Now it's not looking good to go short. Doji bar, trap trade to the long side, potentially here. All right, we're in this trade. Trying to get that reversal here because breaker to new low. Let's go, baby. Ooh, come on. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's got a scalp, quick scalp there. This could be a breaker trend of this trend. Could look for a new low now, potentially. But that was tricky, right? That whole thing was tricky because you're thinking, man, nice signal bar. Let's go short. Traps you. Breaker trend, new low. Gotta be careful of those. Gotta be careful. Very tricky. Let's go, baby. Got that bamboo. Ends up being a nice push up here, but unfortunately my runner got stopped out. So this outside bar reversals, I think, were kind of showing us, man, we're gonna have like a tricky day today. But big push up, right? Reverses this entire move down. Who knows? Who really knows what's gonna happen here? The higher time frames are hitting the 20 EMA now, but the higher time frame, the trading range indicator still has a trading range here. The 5 minute just looks wacky. This is the 5 minute chart, which is wacky. Huge, 3 bars down, reverses. Who knows what's happening here? I mean, this is a strong move up. Cannot go short against this. Jenny Hoyos asked, Panda, yesterday you mentioned that you use another strat as well. What other setup do you trade? Basically, Al Brooks has a couple setups that he talks about. Right, major trend reversal. You also have, the two-leggy. Al Brooks teaches the two-legged pullback as well. And so, I mean, you have always in long. I think Al Brooks, more importantly than just the setup, it's just reading price action and kind of getting a feel of where the direction or the market's going to go, and using math to your advantage, right? Using the probability, right? The trader's equation. If you guys know what the trader's equation is, you guys should look it up. The trader's equation basically is what your percentage of wins times your reward over, or subtracted, but over your percentage of loss times your risk, and that will equal your edge. And so you have man, this is like a two-legged pullback, but because of this wonky candle, the count got messed up, but this looks like a two-legged pullback here. And so using the trader's equation for every trade, and you can use the probability of win versus the probability of loss as well. But that's the hardest part. For every trade, there are 3 things you got to look for. Everyone knows about risk reward because that's very easy, right? That's very easy to calculate, in my opinion. But the hard thing to calculate is probability. And so you can have amazing probability in your trade, but your risk reward will be bad. If you have bad probability in your trade, then your risk reward needs to be good, right? And that's a little tricky, right? Because you're like, oh, this is a very good looking setup, high probability setup, and then the idea is you actually trade small, right? You just get out quick, which is kind of weird to think about. But the better the trade, the quicker you come out with your profits, to have a good trader's equation. And kind of like the worse the trade is, the better your probability needs to be. And what I mean by that is, like, if you have like a breakout setup, if you trade breakouts only, then actually breakouts typically fail. If most breakouts worked out, then the market would break apart, because the market, it wouldn't make sense in the market if most breakouts worked. Then the trader's equation, it wouldn't make sense, right? Because for every trade there's a buyer and seller. So but when it comes to setup straight up, basically always in long, and then you just buy small, and you can basically manipulate your trade enough so you can have a high probability to at least come out break even. So always in long, strong pushes up, strong bull bars. You could have bought here, and could have scalped out. Could have bought here even and come out break even sometime anywhere in here. And so you're thinking, because strong bull bar typically means strong breakout, and if there's a reversal, the pullback will most likely be small. But sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's like an A top, and it just just reverses on you. So, but this is a strong bull bar or bull trend right now. No setup for us, unfortunately, in that this was this nasty setup here, outside bar reversal. There was like 3 outside bar reversals here, I think. No, 2 outside bar reversal here, right? Pops up, ends below, pops below, ends above, right? 2 outside bar reversals, just choppiness, confusion in the market. But right now we are above the 20 MA on all time frames. 5 minute, 10,000 tick, also 2,000 tick. If you want more information on Al Brooks, I think I have a link. Do I have a link? I don't have a link in my thing. I can. I'll put a link in the. Let's see here. Well, yep. Look up Al Brooks. Wow. Big move down. Big move down here. Confusion in the market. Really be careful today, Pandas. Gotta really be careful today. We are hitting the 20 MA, and we kind of have like 2 legs up. Boy, oh boy. Ooh. Could have a 2-leggy here. Very confusing, right? Outside bar reversal. Boy, oh boy. This is rough. Outside bar reversal right here. Coming back up. Outside bar reversal, that's actually a second entry long here. That's a hidden second entry long. It all happened in 1 bar though. A, B, C, second entry long. Confusing, very confusing right now. Breaker trend. Confusing. I mean, this is a lower high setup, but even that's confusing, right? It's very choppy, overlapping bars. Cannot tell what's happening here. Pushes down. Okay, pushes down strong. Yeah, today is a choppy day, and it's very tricky. A lot of outside bar reversals, stacked bars like this, right? In and out of the 20 MA. Very confusing. I mean, this can make a new high. I mean, I'm not sure exactly where this trend would break. I could consider like this would break a trend here. I guess that's what happened because of this push down so strong, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we still make a new high here, but I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a panda. This is a major trend reversal here, but it's a little wonky looking. Not interested in this trade. It looks more choppy than a trend about to happen, in my opinion. Like, it looks like if it pops up, it might have a higher low setup. The higher low setup, I might be interested because it'll be a second entry, higher low. Second entry long, higher low setup. Higher low, second entry, long. Doesn't even trigger this 3 here, so got no setup. I'll take the higher low, second entry long if we get it. If the market gives it to us. Let's see what the market gives us, pandas. It might give us a higher low here. It needs to trigger one tick below the previous candle's low. I stack bars, so I'm not interested in this trap here. In fact, I'm interested in the higher low, second entry long. I do not want an outside bar reversal. I want to come in. It's stacked bars though, so it's getting choppy. Risky trade. Do not copy my trades, pandas. Do not copy my trades. Trade at your own risk. Ooh, terrible signal bar now. Do I want the signal bar? I don't think I want the signal bar. It's really bad. Getting a little too choppy for me. Too many overlapping bars. Too many overlapping bars here. Terrible signal bar, but that's the setup that I was looking for. It's just unfortunate the signal bar looked like this. That would have given me a nice scalp right there. But regardless, a little too choppy. Oh boy, oh boy. I mean, we're looking for a new high. That's what I'm thinking. Looking for a new high here. That would mean this was our breaker trend. I'll take the trap trade with outside bar reversal. I'll take it with the outside bar reversal. Trap trade here. Taking it with the outside bar reversal. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. Let's make that new high. Ooh, let's go. No. 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 My runners are getting rocked. I should honestly just scalp out. But let's go, baby. I think next time I'm just going to scalp out my entire position because my runners, it's so choppy, the runners are just getting knocked out very quickly. I took that on the outside bar reversal as well. I usually don't like taking outside bar reversals, but that setup looked too good for me. And I had to take it. Another main reason being is because a 10,000 tick actually had a major trend reversal working for it and it ends up failing, but you had that third push up. Big move up, big move down. You know, this could be all you get for the the test of this top, right? This is a double top, trying to test it. It's a lower high double top, and you know, this area is where you look for the major trend reversal here. Big push down. Incredible push down, actually. So I'm asking, are you going for 2 points or 1? I'm going for 2 points right now, and the reason being because the signal bars are large, And so with large signal bars, you need to actually have more reward, because again, the trader's equation is not favorable if you have a huge, like, if the risk is too large and your reward is too small, then it's not worth it. You have to be a perfect trader almost. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Big push up again. This is nasty. This is not price action that I like to trade personally. I'm up 800. I might sit on my pause for the rest of the day today, because I'm recognizing the price action today is very, very nasty, and I almost don't want to trade it. Like, I don't want to be confused, and I don't want, almost, it feels too risky every trade. Too risky. Unless everything's working for your favor, like you have a clear trend or clear trading range, you have a clear, good signal bar, and the risk is not too large. If you have all these things in play, then sure, why not? But in my opinion, this is a little too tricky. People are obviously making money today, but tricky in my opinion. I personally think we might push down again here with a higher low setup, but some people can consider this break a trend, new low, looking for a reversal trade here. Man, this is confusing. Yeah, I don't know about this. Very confusing. All right, this is not a second entry short you want to take. This is a second entry short. Two leggy. A, B, C. And then you come down here with two leg move, but off the 20 MA, but terrible signal bar. Ends up giving you a nice scalp regardless. Who cares? The market says, who cares about the signal bars? We're going to just give you points no matter what. Right, you just got a point for everything here. Let's keep getting points. But, in my opinion, you have to break a trend to new low here. Could look for a reversal here, but it's confusing. It's actually confusing. We're below the 20 MA now. Oh, I don't know. I mean, the trading range on a 2000 tick chart is still viable. Amazing. Even after this huge move down, the 2000 tick charts recognizes we're still in a trading range potentially. That's how choppy we've been. Difficult. Don't know what's happening here. We could just be in a downtrend. Huh. I don't know. Difficult. Just my two Satoshis. That's a cool name. What was the Albrooks link? I have a link, like affiliate link, if you guys want to use it, but honestly, I cannot find it. So you guys can just go to search. Oh, big push down here. Confusing. I'm not sure. Jenny Hoyo says, do you only use the tick charts? I know those print price action better than time charts, but I'm just curious about why that is. I use the 2000 tick chart, 10,000, and also the 5-minute. I use these 3 charts in tandem, and the reason why, so I do have one time chart, the 5-minute chart, and I think it works well with, helps me with timing of things, especially if I'm thinking I have a good setup but it's a little confusing. I sometimes look at the 5-minute chart and say, okay, well, the timing is not right here, we're in the wrong leg count here on the 5-minute chart, so, or it looks bullish, on the 5-minute, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't take, I want both the time chart and the tick charts to work together in my favor, especially when things are confusing. It helps me. But tick charts typically, does it map out price action better? Not really. That's not necessarily the point though. I think what it is more consistent across all times, as in the pre-market or even the extended trade, the overnight session. With the tick charts, it doesn't really matter, in my opinion. It doesn't really matter like how what time you're trading, because it's per transaction, so it just takes the candle longer to print. But let's say you take you're trading the 5-minute chart in the overnight session, right? There's not enough volume there for that to be accurate, and so but regardless, I don't really like to trade overnight sessions just because it's just too slow for me, and I just it just doesn't fit my personality. I just get way too impatient on those trades. Jenny Hoy says tick charts are basically like the short time frame, sort of. The 2000 tick chart is definitely, well, typically shorter than the 5-minute, but there are days where the 2000 tick chart actually is slower than the 5-minute chart, and that it really all depends on volume, but typically it's faster. And the 10,000 tick chart is typically longer than the 5-minute, or it's around the same time, around 5-minute. I don't really have a setup here. I'm not really looking for a setup here. I don't know. Like, I'm not going short there. I'm not trying to look to go long here either. It's too confusing for me. We do have, you do have your setup though, like break a trend to new low and good signal bar to go short actually. It's just too confusing for me. Let's do this. So the lower the tick count, the better for scalping. That's not necessarily true either. You have to find the sweet spot. So if you're scalping, you want your bars on average to be big enough for a scalp. Because if you're scalping, you want to finish in 1 bar typically. And so if your time frame or your tick frame is too small, then your bars won't be big enough for you to scalp out. So you got to find that balance. So that's why I'm kind of finding myself in the 2000. I also influenced obviously by Mac from Price Action Trading System, and he uses a 2000 tick chart, and so I'm using the 2000 tick chart. I use a 5-minute chart because of Al Brooks. I use a 10,000 tick chart because I want a higher time frame of the 2000 tick, so I can see the 2000 tick more clearly. Especially if you're wondering, do we have a break a trend to new low or something like that? Break a trend to new low on a 2000 tick chart, guess what? It's just a 2-legged pullback on a 10,000 tick chart. And so if you're still wondering, like, oh, did we break trend to make a new low yet? Just look at the higher time frame, and you can see, yeah, we broke, we were on the next leg. And so that's why that's good. So, man, this reverses strongly, right? Break a trend to new low, double bottom, comes back to the top of this channel here. bouncing off the top of it. It's a risky trade to go short right off resistances, because typically we try to break out, and the breakouts typically fail. Most breakouts fail, and you can use that to your advantage, actually. Lower high setup potentially here, but this could also just create a two-legged pullback, right? It's too small. Could just do this. They do have 4 pushes up here. With a lower high setup, I may be interested, but other than that, not really. The 240 SMA also acting as resistance. Pandas, make sure you scalp that like button. By the way, if you guys are just joining, I'm Bye Bye Money, and welcome to my stream. Glad that you guys can join us. It's getting very choppy here. Hard to trade this in my opinion right now. It looks like a bull flag, so I'm not trying to go short right here, but we are on top of trading range, and we could look for a lower high. Okay, we're breaking out now. And every single day we trade, we stream trading live, the emini. We trade only one single setup, the two-legged pullback. Two-legged pullback is simple, two-legged move. 1 push up, 2 pushes up. So you got 2 pushes up here, and then we like to go in the opposite direction, right? Going with the direction of the original trend. Original trend, two-legged pullback, continue the original trend. That's the setup that we look for every single day here on the E-mini. Mark Landonwich says risk-free. Yes, this is risk-free trading. You know, around this time, 10 o'clock is the prime time where I get, like, you know, I have the most viewers, and so I gotta let people know what's going on here, you know, especially for those who are just joining, because we get new people here every single day. We also do 100% risk-free trading. That means that this money that we're trading is not our own money. We get to trade other people's money, and that's made possible because Apex funded traders. If you're interested in getting funded, basically, if you just pass an evaluation, they'll give you money to trade. And also you get a Ninja Trader license. And right now there's a 50% off code, which is an amazing deal. 50% off codes in the pin message in the chat, also bottom of your screen, BBM50. If you're interested in opening and starting your own risk-free trading, then go ahead and open an account. Use the coupon. Give yourself a really good time. This is a strong uptrend right now, coming back to yesterday's low. So that reversal here was the reversal. Major trend reversal, break a trend, new low, double bottom, major trend reversal. Very tricky though. I don't know if it's tricky. I don't know. I thought we were in a downtrend, so I wasn't looking for a long per se, so unnecessarily. Strong move up though. Carrie Q-Kindle says, hey Panda, I just passed my first Apex evaluation, but I am only 3 days into the evaluation. Do I just not trade for the next 7 days? Well, first off, congratulations, Carrie. You are on your way to getting funded. You have to trade for 10 days though, at least minimum. And after you're done with your 10 days of trading, plus you have met your target goal, then they'll give you some emails and you'll get funded. And they'll give some documents to sign, that you make sure you sign them. But you do have to trade, and so the recommendation is please trade micros. Please trade micros. 1 contract on a micro, 1 tick either for you or against you. and just go in and out. You know, it could be 0 ticks, right? Just go in and out, just open the position, close it, and just do that until your 10 days are up. That counts as a trade. And so please, you know, I've heard too many times of people passing the evaluation a little too early, and then they just get, you know, eager to trade, and they just trade for some reason, and there's just no reason to do that. If you need the trade, you want to continue trading, and you want it to mean something, open a new account, right? It costs like, what, 50, 60 bucks to open a new account, and you can do that. It's so cheap. And so, I mean, you know, relatively cheap, I think. But like, if you have that urge to trade, you know, please trade, open a new account or trade sim. You know, just do not touch, you know, only just do micros on the past account. Jenny says, do you have to be 18 for Apex? You know what? I don't know. Yes? No? I don't know. No. I want to say no, but don't quote me on that. Ask Apex. I feel like you don't have to be. I don't see why you would have to be 18. We actually hit yesterday's low, making it quite a nice move back up here. Who would have guessed? Maybe we have a strong bull trend day the rest of the day, and that was our reversal. Very interesting. What a move up. Tries to make a double bottom. It's just that we were so choppy. I was not expecting this kind of reversal here, and you know it's strong because you only have first entries all along the entire way of this, right? First entry, right? First entry, first entry, first entry. These are all first entries. How do I know that? Because they're light green numbers. If they're dark green numbers, I'll know that they're second entries. And that's made possible with the two-legged pullback indicator. The two-legged pullback indicator basically automatically identifies all, you know, leg counts and two-legged pullbacks with simpler color scheme, right? These ones are basically second entry shorts because they're dark red, right? This two, dark green two, so that's a second entry long, right? Second entry long, second entry long, second entry long because you got two legs smooth. Two-legged move, A, B, C, right? And then reversal. First pullback, second, or first entry, second pullback, second entry. So dark green numbers. We may get a two-leggy here, but now far away from 20 MA. Kind of want to participate in this uptrend somehow, if you can. First entry again. The market's saying, you know, if you want a piece of this uptrend, you gotta enter the first entries. We're not giving you any second entries. Second entry here, far away from 20 MA. Tricky. If you want to participate in this, you can take the risk here. I'm gonna sit on my pause because I have no reason to risk it. I just want my good setups. I want to be close to the 20 MA. I want to go with trend. And that's it, simple as that. And so I'm not chasing this trade here. It's a second entry long on a strong uptrend, but still, I want to come to 20 MA here. Be nice. Now, need a decent signal bar. This could be close enough, right? We're about 2 ticks away. I'll consider that close enough. Well, okay, now it's definitely close enough. Actually touches it. Terrible signal bar. I don't want to enter on this signal bar here. I want a better signal bar than that. If it gives me a good signal bar here, I'll be interested in going long. Signal bar is bearish time being. Not bad. I'll take that. It's a doji bar, but I'll take it. Micro double bottom now. More reason to go long here. Second entry long off of the 20 MA. Micro double bottom. Risk is relatively small. I'll take this trade. Bread and butter of the, oh, I gotta just, Ooh, you know what? I'm just take out. I just took out the whole trade. I guess I could have held it, but my runners have been stopped out so many times. I just got out of it. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. See on bamboo today. I told myself I'll just get out. I won't have the runner because today is not a runner day, and this might be one of the runners that actually works out. But yeah, I mean this runner works out. You have this whole thing as a runner. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. Bread and butter. Second entry, long off the 20 EMA, strong trend. That is what you're looking for, and it's been a long time since we just had a nice setup like that. Higher low, second entry long. Should I press my luck? Higher low, second entry long here. I'm actually okay. 1400. I'm actually done for today. I'm good. I'm good. Wayne Bicknell says a great day for you, and he uses the wrong emoticon. He does the losing money emoticon. I think you meant to do this one. Let's go, baby. In that bamboo. Let's go, baby. Pandas. Pandas, pandas, pandas. Dang, $1,400 day today. Let's go. Alright, I'm just chilling now. I'm just chilling. Just chilling. So, pandas, how you guys doing? What do you guys want to talk about? I just finished Ozarks recently. Yeah, I don't like to talk about these things because obviously it might spoil it for some people. But there was one time I remember mentioning Ozarks, and someone spoiled something in the chat, and the whole time I knew something was gonna happen. It was last season, and so I remember I mentioned it, and someone said like, it's like, they were like shocked that that Darlene died or something, and I was like, oh no, like and that was like kind of like the big reveal, like big surprise at the end. I'm not sure if you guys didn't finish it, but Killian says I'm waiting for dragons eagerly. However, I saw a trailer for that. That looked kind of interesting. Isn't it kind of like a Game of Thrones type? Try 150. I don't think I've seen this guy's name, but he's a member. Thanks for becoming a member. Just my 2 Satoshis. Oh man, crypto right now, ooh, it's getting hammered. It is getting crushed. Let me see it right now. Boy, oh boy. I've told this on my the Discord. I'm actually waiting for entry on crypto here, and I don't really use indicators that often, but if you look in the past, for Bitcoin and Ethereum, every single time it's touched the 30 level on the weekly. So on cryptocurrencies, I like to look at weekly charts because it trades on the weekend, and on the weekend it has very little volume. And so when I look at the charts, I want to have the week all together. And for me, that's why I like to use the weekly charts on Bitcoin. And Bitcoin right now on the weekly, it has an RSI of, it's almost at 30. And every time it hits 30, even on the huge crash, it bounced off the 30 level. So I'm waiting for the 30 level. See if we get there. Very curious on the weekly chart. But yeah, I'm waiting to enter a trade for I'll probably start accumulating around that level. Can someone explain what DCA is? I do not know what DCA stands for. Turtle says, I finished like the 3 days after the news. Oh, it's pre-GOT. Okay. Man, Game of Thrones could have been the best. Truly. Could have been the best. Best TV series of all time, in my opinion. But season like 6, 7, 8, I don't know what happened, especially with season 8. It's just like, I wish they could just redo all, the last half of Game of Thrones. Dollar cost. Great time to dollar cost average. Okay. I see. Got it. All right. Hey. What does DCA stand for? Sorry, I didn't catch it. What's DCA? I'm just joking. I mean, 500 people are just answering this question. Thank you. Got it. I got it. Averaging down. Got it. Thank you. You guys are just so nice, so kind. Jenny Hoy says, I haven't watched TV since I was 10. I mean, you probably watch your phone way more than your TV or your computer. All counts. Same thing. Big push up. Yeah, I believe like crypto, like something happened like thanks guys. Thank you. I got it. I mean, this got a little messy here. Kind of confusing. I mean, that actually was not a bad setup to take long. What ended up happening is it comes down and stops you at one tick. One single tick below where you would have your stop loss, and then it goes your way. So that's tricky. That's really tricky for those who went long here. I mean, nice signal bar. It was an outside bar reversal, unfortunately. So, I mean, I wouldn't have entered that, but I mean, obviously I didn't. I'm actually just hanging out now. Yeah, also thing about phones is that you have it everywhere. Where TV, you would have to be like, in your house, and you only watch it when you're in your house. But if you're out about, you have nothing to watch. But now, like with phones, you can literally watch anywhere all the time. Turtles says, if you want to become a member, so basically you get access to pre-market show, and that's the biggest perk you get. Pre-market show starts at 9 o'clock every single day. All right, something interesting happened here. We do got a third push up here. Typically that should make it go higher, but it's currently failing. You know, second entry short, now fourth push up, also big break a trend to new high. This is typical where you look for a reversal trade, but I'm not sure. This uptrend does look pretty strong actually, but hard to say. Hard to say. I mean, I would not go long here. I would not go long here. I would not. If anything, I would maybe go short here. The short trade here is a better trade in my opinion, but it's just also I'm a little conflicted because I feel like it's a strong uptrend. So it does scalp out for you, but that's tricky. I mean, if this doesn't reverse here, oh, actually, you know what? You have a nice, you have two key areas here, hitting right here at one time. Yeah, that reversal might be big if it does trigger. If it does trigger. If it fails, it might be a strong continuation then. This is where I typically look for a reversal setup. Break a trend, new high, reversal, makes a point. Not sure it's gonna make much more than that. No follow through currently. Higher time frames, I believe it needs another leg down. Yeah. The 10,000 tick chart. This is where it gets confusing because the 10,000 tick chart, we simply were in this trading range. Now we're at the top of the range with a two-legged move. We can come back to the bottom of the trading range. Who knows? You know, that could happen. And that's the thing about trading range days is just, it will trick you to think we are starting to trend and it just reverses on you. Look at that. That's confusing, right? No follow through, reverses, but no follow through on that reversal, and it gets choppy here. Overlapping bars, 1, 2, 3 overlapping bars. You should stay away from price action like this. 4 pushes down now. Boy, oh boy, this is just confusing. Big push down. Right, so this reversal ends up working out for us. It's tricky because it does look like it's about to fail and then finally reverses, but right, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 point reversal currently. Have a channel working down currently like this. Yeah, I mean, those who took that trap here, you know, kudos. It was a good place for a trap, but the the price action following afterwards was very disappointing and basically heart attack inducing. Honestly, you need to have a really strong heart when you trade. Either that or really good at ignoring, you know, your trades. Like, you just enter it and just leave. This is all too confusing. You know, even though it's going down, obviously it's very choppy on the way down, so hard to say what's happening here. Yeah, seriously, trading is not good. If you have a weak heart, it is not good for you. Even for me, like, when I trade, I could feel, you know, my heart pumping sometimes in some trades. Like, I can feel stress. I can feel like just my body tensing up, your toes curling. It's just like you get all the nervous ticks when you enter trades. Interesting. Break a trend. Looking for new low potentially here. Okay. I think on the higher time frames, we might come back to the bottom of the higher time frames. This could be possible. Right, this trap fails on the 10K chart. Reversing makes an outside bar reversal. Boy, oh boy. Maybe come back to the bottom of the trading range on 10,000 tick chart. Makes a new low here, right? Break a trend to new low. Whew. What a day. What a day. It already made the break a trend to new low here, so that being said, could be a reversal here. Hey, I don't know. Outside bar reversal. It's disgusting. I hate outside bar reversals. Second entry short does work out nicely for you. The reason why I didn't take it is because we had to break a trend to new low. Could have been reversal setup right there. It looks like it's pushing down strongly. It might push down very strong soon. Ooh. I don't know about this one. Oh boy. Astro says, "Hey Panda, how long does Apex take to fund your account after you pass?" Well, you got to trade minimum 10 days. But if you already have, like, if you already, you know, met all the criteria to get funded, right? You pass your target, you make your target goal, and you trade in minimum 10 days. Then it takes about, you know, actually it will happen that night. It'll take one night. They, I believe, have like a job that runs at like probably, I don't know, midnight or something. They'll send you a bunch of stuff, and then you sign it, and within a couple like minutes after signing all your papers, you'll get funded. It's pretty quick actually. It's actually very nice how quickly you get funded. Like their service is actually amazing. Like I almost have zero complaints with. The only complaint I really have is actually not even with Apex. It's with Rhythmic, which is a third party software that they use to track all your trades. And you know, almost every prop firm, I think, not every prop firm, but a lot of prop firms use Rhythmic. And so that's the only thing. Like Rhythmic is kind of slow sometimes. It kind of like acts up as well. So I don't like that. But you know, but when it comes to Apex by itself, even when Rhythmic messes up, sometimes Apex will help you out, and you know, will, you know, reset some accounts for you, stuff like that. But it's amazing. Don't know what to do here. Quite confusing. I really don't know if I'm gonna enter another trade though. I'm already up way more than I need to be. Second entry long does trigger on the 10K chart. Second entry long does trigger, but my trap here, top of the trading range, maybe back to the bottom of the trading range on the 10,000 tick chart, which is what I drew out here. You know what? This is way over here. Actually, no, that makes sense. This is it. This is right. It might come back to the bottom. Failed second entry long. I mean, I drew this a while back. Saka Clam says, "Yo, BPM, do you think the U.S. is right to lead the gold standard?" I'm actually a pretty big follower of Peter Schiff. I don't agree with everything he says, but for the most part, I agree with his views on his views on most things. I mean, obviously he's trying to shill gold because he has a lot of gold and he has funds that trade gold and whatnot, but I agree with him in terms of the economic his economic views of the Fed and what they're doing, and he called the bubble, the housing bubble market, a long time ago before it even happened, and he currently is calling this inflationary bubble a long time ago as well, and he is for me it makes sense for most of the things he's saying. So he's a big proponent of the gold standard. Obviously that will help him tremendously, but do I like the gold standard? I don't know. Sure, why not? I mean, I'd rather have it pegged to something than nothing, but I mean, I don't know. To me, if we went back to the gold standard, sure, our dollar would be very strong, but I think it almost would break the world economy if we did that. Como5521 says, when you go into a trade, what is your risk reward? With scalping, you do not really get a good risk reward ratio, right? Yes, that's true. Risk reward is bad. If anyone comes to you and tells you they have a strategy that has good risk reward and also high probability, that's when you get up and run. Turn around, run the other way, don't look back. It's called a scam. You should be able to smell those scams from a mile away. Just waiting here. This to me will be first break of trend because we had so many down moves, and I was thinking we're gonna come here and reverse with a new low. Instead of doing so, so now we're still looking for a new low. Even though we have this big move up, looking for a new low because it's the first break of trend in my opinion. Like where we should have reversed, we didn't, and we pushed down. So I'm gonna use this as my pivot now. You're taking the trap to the long side. I'm not sure where the trap is. So looking for that new low now. Right, break a trend, new low. What an interesting day though. This lower high setup is actually a decent setup in my opinion to take. I'm not gonna take this trade just because I'm like pretty much done today, but that's a decent trade to take in my opinion. The moment you enter it, you're wondering why did you enter it, because it just reversed immediately on you. And you're wondering why did you even listen to the panda. The reason why is because I'm thinking we're gonna make a new low. So with the lower high, second entry short, I'm thinking another push down. Could be wrong here though. Been wrong before. You'd be sweating in all of this. You're thinking, you know, high probability get stopped out. Just got stopped out. Outside bar reversal. Absolutely nasty. Outside bar reversal right there. Was not expecting that. Maybe come back to the top of the trading range. This is why I don't trade. One thing that could have prevented you is, you know, just looking at the bottom of the trading range indicator. See, this is actually was a commercial to show you why, even though you think that was a good setup, the trading range indicator said otherwise, and you're actually at the bottom of the trading range. So if you want more information about the trading range indicator, go ahead and go to the official website, www.twoleggedpullback.com. Do appreciate it. Did that on purpose. I called that wrong trade on purpose, so I can tell you guys about this trading range indicator here. Also, risk was large here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 point risk. Jeez. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Only 69 likes. Was that calculated, pandas? Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Coming back to the bottom of the trading range here. All right, lower highs along the way. 10,000 tick chart, potentially big move down. That's a reversal setup. Right, major trend reversal on the 10K chart, couldn't come back to the bottom of the trading range. It is very possible. All right, pandas. Do appreciate you guys, and I'll wrap up here, and make sure you guys you know, scalp that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning, streaming every single day. 9 o'clock for the pre-market show, 9:15 for the mainstream, and I'll see you guys then. Let's do this. As Panda, do you have a Discord trading? We do have one. If you become a super panda, you can have access to the two-legged pullback Discord. I recommend, if you're, you know, interested in joining the two-legged pullback Discord, might as well just buy the deluxe indicator for $200 and you get lifetime access to it. So in my opinion, that's a better deal, but it is what it is. So, and plus you get the indicator and automated strategies. Pandas, I'll see you guys bright early tomorrow, and as always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.